that is 100% return on your investment, probably right away. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I thought I would sit down and film a chit chat video with you guys on a topic that plays about in my own mind quite a lot, to be honest with you, and it is our handbags investments. And there is a whole lot of discussion on the internet about our handbags investments. Handbags are investments, handbags aren't investments. They are investments into wardrobes, they aren't investments, financial investments, and it's something that I would talk about with my friends that are friend that is involved in luxury or likes luxury, and obviously whenever we're talking about money and investing money and things like that, the price of luxury comes up. And the price of luxury, whenever you shop luxury or you enjoy shopping luxury, the price you pay for these things, the price of handbags or shoes or luxury watches and things like that, you cannot get around talking about money whenever you talk about handbags, because for a handbag they are so expensive. And that leads on to the question, are they an investment? Are handbags an investment? As a general rule, I am going to say no. I'm going to say they're not an investment. They are not a financial investment. They absolutely certainly can be an investment into your wardrobe, an investment into your collection, an investment into your wardrobe and how you put your pieces together and what you wear. And they can be an investment into your wardrobe in so much as that they should last for a very, very long time. Are they a financial investment? Well, for the most part, I'm going to say no, they're not. In my opinion, this is only my opinion. There are exceptions to that. If you were lucky enough to walk into Hermes and be offered a Kelly or a Birkin without very much purchase history, without having to buy lots of other things and jump through lots of hoops, that Kelly or Birkin, you could probably turn around and sell it on the Preloved market in brand new condition for about double what you have paid for it. Now, that is 100% return on your investment, probably right away. Well, that's the very definition of an absolutely fabulous investment. If you could 100% return with no delay right away on your money there and then. Well, we'd all be doing it if it was easy and you had the money, you would be all snapping them up. But there are realities to that. Even if you are in that position and you're lucky enough to get one of those bags without having much of a purchase history, most of us, to be honest, aren't going to want to sell them if you've bought it as a handbag lover. If you've bought it as an investment to sell, the first thing you will need to factor in is the commission that you will pay to a reseller or somebody to sell it if you do not have a platform yourself to sell it on. And that will take a deduction out of the profit that you're going to make in respect of selling that bag. The other thing to factor in is that I don't think it's all that often that you get a bag at Hermes with no bag history, or you may get your first. I have heard that it may be easier to get your first, but your second, third, fourth, it may not be the case, and that there may be a time waiting for that, and there may be spend in between. Now, I know some people have got bags without much or any purchase history, and I think that's fabulous for them. But the people I know that have got them that way love and use and adore the bag, and there's no chance that they're selling it. But quite often with Hermes, there seems to be that you will need a purchase history with the brand. So you will need to have bought other pieces with the brand and built up a purchase history before they will offer you, or they will allow you to take your thousands and thousands of pounds to buy this bag. And I don't say that in any judgment, because if they want to offer me a Kelly Mini in rose P, which is a like this colour, in rose gold hardware, I skipping down to Hermes and I giving them my thousands of pounds, and I'll take the offer because I think that bag is stunning. I also really think the baby Birkin in that colourway is stunning. But a lot of the time there has to have been a purchase history to buy one of those bags. So by the time you pay for the bag, which can be in and around, say, I think the mini Kelly is around about €6,800, and then obviously you're going up from that, you could have actually spent a lot of money, maybe even close to that, on other items. Now, you still have the item. It's not as if that money's just been thrown away. You still have the item. But the price that then you would be looking to resell that bag as an investment has to take into account, if you're talking about a financial investment, you have to then also take into account the other money that you have put into being able to obtain that bag, and that would weigh into that. But yes, there are examples of that where absolutely an Hermes Kelly or a Birkin can be an investment if you can get them, if it's in a colourway that is sought after, if it's in fabulous condition, and if you have been able and lucky enough to get it without buying a huge amount, or even if it's you've bought the other stuff but it's stuff you love and adore, and in your mind the price of the bag is just the price of the bag, yes, you could turn around and pay and sell it and obtain more money from that. It could be a very good return on your money, and it can be an investment. The other caveat I would say to the general rule now is this, and I've done a video on this, I'm not sure which one is going out first, but this kind of surgence of the Chanel unicorn, the Chanel bag, and I have one here, this rose gold mini, would be classed as a Chanel unicorn. There's also the emerald green that my other video was actually as a comment in respect of that bag. There's the 19S iridescent pink, which I adore. There's that Houndstooth Tweed 19 up there. There is the pearl mini, the pearl mini. And those are bags that if you had been lucky enough to buy those bags and to know that they were going to become a unicorn and buy them at retail price, yes, they would have been an investment, because the last pearl mini that I personally saw for sale on Instagram was for sale on Instagram at $13,500 US dollars. $13,500 US dollars. Whenever that bag was out for retail price when it was first released, I think it was about £2,800. So you probably would have been paying somewhere around 4,000 USD depending on what tax area you were in. And that just sold for £13,500. Now obviously take off the commission for the consignment store on that, but that is still a hefty increase and return on your bag if you had been lucky enough to get one of those bags at retail, keep it in pristine condition, decide you didn't want it yourself, and then be happy to sell it on if you bought it for that mindset or that reason. If you're a Chanel or a handbag lover like myself, like with this little rose gold sitting here, I hate selling bags. I really don't like it. I don't like letting bags go. So obviously that's a factor. But yes, if you're buying it for an investment and you were lucky enough to get one at retail and it's pristine, that bag would have been an investment. My friends, I believe, are the exceptions to the rule. And I do have another channel, Amelia Rose Talks Finance. I do talk about investing on that channel. I talk about investing in the stock market and different investments. And for the most part, taking aside those categories, are handbags an investment? Well, if you ask my husband, and he was telling you back from what I have told him, he would tell you that absolutely they're an investment. They're a wonderful way to spend your money. Look, it's investments. It's like stocks and shares and bonds sitting in your cabinet. It's a wonderful investment. And that is a line that I have imparted upon him more than once. It's an investment. And it can be. If you buy a bag, it can be, but when you get out of unicorn status and Hermes status, even if you were to buy, let's take a Chanel bag for an example, and Chanel keep having price increases. If you were to buy one, keep it in pristine condition, and it's a colourway that's sought after, you could sell that a few price increases or more than a few price increases down the line for more than what you paid for it for. If you don't have a platform to sell bags, and you don't know how to go about selling bags or have an audience to buy your bags, selling can be hard. Selling is stressful. There are commission fees if you're selling through a reseller or consignment, and they will come off the money you're getting back from your bag. So if you don't have your own platform, the increase that you've made may be deducted in the seller fees. You may still get a little bit more, but it can be stressful. And there are also bags that if you've used it, it obviously is not going to be in pristine condition. Even with the price increases, there are bags that don't take on that unicorn status that you might break even, you might get your money back on them, even with the increase might cover the reseller fee. But are they an investment? For the vast majority, no, I don't think they are. I think they're a handbag. I think that if you can get lucky and ride the wave of the price increase and maybe make a bit of money on them. But if I look at where I want to invest my money, and not talking about my love of handbags and investing into my wardrobe or collection, where I want to invest my money from a financial position, and I'm not a financial advisor, this is only my opinion, but where I want to invest my money from a financial position, I think there are safer, there are more consistent, there are more appropriate and maybe more beneficial places to invest your money. For example, in the stock market, if you do it safely, or as safe as it can be, or there are other ways to invest your money that I think are probably better investments than handbags. I think for the most part, unless you get lucky and get one of those unicorns or Hermes, they're probably not investments. Yes, I do have comfort from them in that I know if something goes wrong, or I know that if I need to raise money, I could sell all of these. There are some of them, like this one, that I will make a bit of money on. That tweed as well. I could probably sell that. Capucine's Mini, it's very popular for more. There's some I will make a bit of money on. There are others that I will lose a bit of money on, and I think you have to be aware that not all bags and brands are as popular for resale. Not all bags hold their value and hold their money the same way, and I think that's a risk if you're looking at them as an investment. There are bags you will lose money on. Buying Preloved, unless it is a unicorn Chanel or it is a Hermes, quite often people are looking to make a bit of a saving. And I think all of those things lead me to say, no, I don't think it's an investment. I think that if you're treating it like that and you're buying it for financial reasons only, I think I would urge caution. But if you're buying them because you love your bags, like myself, I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with having the comfort of knowing that if you needed to sell and you needed to raise money, I could sell this and make some money back if I needed it. There are bags that I would lose money on, but I'm still going to make back a good portion of what I have paid. But if we're talking strictly speaking, are they a financial investment? I think it's probably dangerous to solely view them like that. Again, I've covered the caveats to that, because I think there's a risk it could go down. There is a risk you may not get all of your money back. And I think if it's financial investments you're looking at, there's probably better financial investments to consider. Don't tell my husband that. Let's not have this conversation in front of him, because I've used the investment line. And those are my thoughts on our bags investments. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want some more financial chat, please go over to my Amelia Rose Talks Finance channel. We talk about more stuff over there that is financial related. Please thank you. Thank you for being here. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.